this week's edition of The Gist. This episode, we'll be discussing what the definition of a lady is. What do we define as to be a lady? Is it the way that she dresses? Is it the type of car she drives? Is it her profession? I ask, women, man, what's a lady?
I feel like I'm going to be automatically put on the spot because
you're a man.
I'm the man.
Okay, but we're gonna pause. We're gonna come back to you then.
We'll come back.
Okay.
We'll come back to you.
All right, great.
Okay, we'll come back to you. So you look very nice.
Oh,
Would you
thank
consider
you,
yourself
thank
a
you.
lady?
I'll consider myself a lady. I think a lady is someone that has poise, that's sophisticated, that drinks tea like this. No, just kidding. But that carries herself well in public.
Right.
And that's what I think the definition of a lady is. I don't know if Bibi's is different from mine.
Bibi,
Because she's giving me a face.
Bibi, what is your definition of
The
As
rebel.
always, I'm the rebel. So, I know, I'm serious. I just feel like a definition of lady is to each his own. And I feel different things define different women. This woman, like I said, is a rebel. I feel I'm still a lady at the end of the day, regardless of how I act. But she did make a notion about in public. Yes, in public, I hold a certain demeanor, but I can still be a rebel within my public stance anyway.
But we don't discuss rebel. La lady
Well,
business.
me not lady, but me on lady. I'm a little rough around the edges.
Okay,
That's
but guess
my
what?
lady.
And there's nothing wrong with
And I'm
being
still
rough.
evolving.
And there's
a bit.
nothing wrong with
On my
being
own terms.
rough around the. There's nothing wrong with being rough around the edges. I'm tomboyish.
But
I'm
I'm
a little rough around
I'm
the
not
edges.
the high heel shoe wearing makeup hair.
So does that define being a lady?
I don't think
wearing
because I feel
makeup
like it's a
and wearing
physical
high
attribute.
heels?
I'm a lady in my sweatpants, my fitted hat, my kicks.
And you're
But you
right.
see, that's what we're talking about. It's poise, the way you carry yourself. It doesn't matter if you're wearing
My
a sack
poise
of rice.
sucks, so that
or-
makes me not a lady.
What do you mean by your poise sucks?
I want to
I'm
come
looking
in
at
here.
you. You have nice poise.
For now.
You carry yourself well.
I
But
will
let's
come
hear
in.
what.
All right,
Yes,
that's
right.
okay.
You've had time. What's
Here
your
we go.
definition?
Oh, the philosopher has spoken.
No. And this is to respond to what you were saying. A little bit of what she said makes a lady. A little bit of what you said makes a lady. I feel like you might be thinking on the aspect of every time you go out,
wanna feel
you have
human.
to be wearing heels. Absolutely not. A lady is somebody, like she said, who carries herself properly.
Define carrying yourself properly.
If you're
for me.
going,
Respect yourself.
if you're going grocery shopping and you don't feel like wearing heels, you feel like wearing sweatpants, a pair of flip flops or whatever, that's fine. But you shouldn't act irresponsible when you go out. You should still carry yourself with a certain kind of respect.
And who made these rules?
I think it's society in general. I think it's society in general.
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like it's to each his own because everybody's. I feel it's in a nutshell. Let me not even generalize like that. You're a product of your environment. Maybe
Absolutely.
in this environment, this is what a lady means. In
Okay.
your environment over here, this is what a lady
Okay,
means.
let me
That's what I'm
let me
trying to
quickly
say.
flip
Okay,
it. Let me quickly flip
Okay, because I wanted to ask you something. Because I see, I know you're playing the fence here.
Always.
So when we now ask, just to flip it very quickly, when we now ask and say what defines a man,
Thank you.
are there
I
different?
was
There
just
are
about
no
to say
different
that.
definitions
So
of
that's
what
what I said. Where
defines
does
a man.
another difference?
gentleman.
Where does the general outline come from? That's what I'm trying to get to.
I guess at the end
Where
of
does
the
it
day,
come from? Like, who
Somebody
said
you don't look at
in
and
this
makes you go,
fine line,
ah.
it's like this.
I guess the
Baby,
general.
just like any other thing in life, where does going to school and getting a college degree comes from? Where does getting a
It's
job?
like saying-
Where does being successful come from? Why does that matter? Why does those things matter?
And talking
Where does
on that
eating-
notion, most
where does
millionaires didn't
eating-
even graduate
where
from
does,
school.
Right, where does
Okay.
eating 3 square
No.
meals a day come from? There's a template in life, and that's where it is.
And who created
that's-
this template?
Exactly,
Is my
there
question.
is
The creator.
society.
Now, that's a whole
and
nother-
that's what
The creator.
It goes
So the
back.
creator created someone else to create something else. So that's why we have this creation. Is that what you're saying?
Actually, that is kind of how it works. The
I-
creator of all creation. That's a whole other.
I think we have to have some kind of basis.
Back to the
The
lady
same-
thing, though.
Back to the lady thing. The same way when you're arguing about religion, politics, education, things like that.
Okay.
You have to have a basis for everything. Why does anybody go to school? Why does anybody believe in God? And the same thing applies for what defines a lady and what defines a gentleman.
Right.
I know we're talking about ladies now, but it's the same thing
But I feel like
that can be
certain
applied
men,
to men.
Well, I
then
have a
a lady
question.
means something else.
I have a
It
question.
doesn't have to mean.
What is your definition?
No, but you know what? let us not become technical and now begin to break down. Well, the definition of a lady might be different to this man as opposed to this. That's just like saying an apple is an apple. Yeah, it might taste different to somebody else, but it's still an apple. So to try to say, well, it's an apple here, but to somebody else, it might be a different type of fruit. Let's just leave the basis. I think for me, okay, well, no, go ahead.
No, because I feel like we're using the word woman and lady synonymously. And are they different?
No. All right, now let me ask, because
I think they're different.
Or female, like female, woman, lady, are they all synonymous?
I think
they're different.
A woman is an adult version of a female
I think it starts
girl.
with female is a general term.
That's what I'm trying to get
And then you have a girl.
And then you have a girl. Then you have a lady.
And then, okay, but wait.
And then woman. How does that all like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so many fine lines that it could be crossed.
But the lady grows into a woman, just like the life cycle of a butterfly.
With the worm in the cocoon.
You see, but it grows into a beautiful butterfly, right?
So now,
so the woman is beautiful. That means you're just able to.
Well, yeah, and that, so that's just it. So what makes a lady a lady? Now, we're not talking about female.
I think it's respecting yourself, respecting your body parts,
understanding who you are. I guess as human beings, there are males, there are females. So part of being a lady is understanding who you are as a female and what you have.
Is there different stages of like ladyism? Like, is there like different stages of being a lady?
I mean,
there are different things you have to take to be a lady, not woman.
So you know, maybe a lady is a girl that has matured.
Right, correct. The in between stage.
So now going back to the way a woman dresses. Now, if
touch on that briefly.
If a woman like has her breast out, let's say she's double D's, and she likes to wear sheer shirts and wear skirts that are see-through so you can see her crotch, and she goes to church like that. Is that ladylike? Would we say that's ladylike?
And who said it was and who said it wasn't? That's my point.
Right, and so we've established that.
I just feel
like I think.
I mean, the way child rearing where we were raised, I know we can't do that, but who said in some other culture somewhere that?
I mean, if something is an eyesore. I mean, I look at it and I'm just like, this
even in the village,
if your instincts tell you,
even in the village,
it's not
they
matter
cover their crotch, BB.
If you're,
I'm just saying, no.
If you're
in the village where they only wear loincloth,
and la pa, I know.
Even the ladies, they have enough self-respect to know that this is my essence. I respect my body.
So do you think becoming a lady comes from child rearing?
Absolutely.
The way you were brought up?
Of course.
Absolutely. Just the way
so if you didn't get the right child rearing, like I said, I feel like your definition of a lady would be altered. That's what I'm trying to.
No, I think.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
just because you weren't raised to be a lady doesn't mean that you, or just because you weren't raised to be a lady or a gentleman, doesn't mean that you cannot learn it and evolve into that.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
I understand that, absolutely. Because the people without education, they just pick up a book and all of a sudden opens up a different world to them.
Like, for example, not even to flip the script, like slight reality TV. I know you guys probably seen Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yes.
Jocelyn probably really thinks.
Jocelyn! And
I'm not stealing her, but you know, she had to each his own. But you get what I'm trying to say? She probably walks around like, yeah, I'm a lady because I'm this, I'm like that, and I'm like this neck swinging, finger snapping. But in her head, she's a lady.
But she's not.
You understand what I'm saying? But to us, we're like, oh, she is the most ratchet thing.
Yeah.
Ratchet. First of all, ratchet is not a word. It's wretched.
Wretched. The most wretched.
And then on top of that, it's hard for me to look at entertainment.
Understand.
You know, there's so many different influences in society, and you're right. What does make up a lady? It's really an interesting topic. So that is our discussion for today. What is the definition of a lady? Thank you all for joining us on this episode of The Gist. And look forward to the next episode, which will be coming up. Trending topics in Nollywood. So, Ino Edo has launched a shoe line. She launched it here in the States. Did you all get a chance to see the shoes?
Yes.
Briefly.
Okay.
I did.
All right. First of all, let's congratulate.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, from coming all the way from Africa and being able to launch a shoe line here, which kind of leads me into a question. I don't know if we want to go into this right now, but why did she leave Africa to come in? I wonder why she left Africa to come and launch her shoe line here. Would she have had a better market?
Well, I think there's some kind of logic to it. I mean, Nigerians, we all know, we love anything imported. So
Exactly.
if it's flown in, we like it. But does that mean that it's she will have some kind of success by doing that, or is she in competition with the market here, or is she in competition with the market back in Africa or Nigeria? That is still yet to be seen. I personally feel like it's a long reach, but you still have to respect the fact that she is giving effort. Whatever failures she, experiences from this shoe line, I guess what we should hope for her is that she still continues to
push.
thrive and to push. And
I think her launching in the States is definitely a marketing strategy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because, we Nigerians, we like important things, and launching in the United States just kind of puts it on a different platform
Yeah.
than launching in Nigeria, so everyone wanted more. The demand would just go up. But, I think it's a good venture, because I'm not going to say that Eniodo is the most fashionable actress that I've ever seen.
I'm just saying.
But
No gloves.
and I don't know how that would translate into her shoe designs. But Jessica Simpson did it, and she has cornered her own market,
Right.
which is doing really well. So I really wish the best for Eniodo.
Well, you know what I wanted to add? I wanted to say, I think you're right. It is a good marketing strategy, and I also think just to add something else, Nollywood, third largest movie industry in the world, is transcending over into Hollywood.
absolutely.
So why not? If we're already
Plant the seed here,
yeah, right.
Go
ahead and plant that seed. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's take a look at the design of the shoe.
Of the shoe.
Okay.
Which is, I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to quickly piggyback on what she said. If you, when I looked up the shoe, when I looked it up online, I'm just going to say this. When the Asian market, I think it was the Japanese market or the Chinese market, when they started to rise, what they did was they did a lot of imitation. They imitated a lot of products to get to where they are today. Eniodo, if she's gonna do this shoe thing and be serious about it, I don't know if the pictures of the ones I saw was just to gain attention. Not a good look. Not a good look. They didn't look good to me.
Well, we have. Hold on. Let's take a look at this picture
Yeah,
of this
let's-
shoe right here.
And like I said,
So so our audience will have a chance to tweet in and let us know what they think
decide
about
if
the
they
shoe.
like it or not. I think if you are going to chase after a market,
It's very high in demand.
which is very high in demand, if you can't do it properly yet, copy the out of it.
Well, which shoe did you release? Which shoe? Where's your own shoe line?
You know what?
Okay, so give it
You
props
know
to.
what?
I know.
I
We're
am
not
a-
trying to bad.
Good.
I
You know
am-
what? And I understand what you're saying, but we have to start from somewhere. Like, you're not gonna expect
What's
her
worth
from
doing
Africa.
is worth doing.
Well,
Right,
Well.
the first time.
But at the
We'll
same
do it
time, and
again.
I'm sorry, but the resources that Jessica Simpson had, those connects, as a woman coming from Africa, those resources and connects were a little different. And this is her first launching.
That's
So
why I
we'll
feel it's
see
kind of steep
what,
releasing it here in America, where everybody's so judgmental. Now it's like, oh, it's a go or it's
Well,
not.
in myself, I don't get any.
Well, Mama, I'm just trying to say now.
Congratulations. Keep
Iwan
doing
can't pull
what
it too slowly.
you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. So, ladies
More
and
power to
gentlemen,
you, sis.
you
More
can
power.
tweet us. Info Nollywood. You can check us on Facebook. Go ahead, leave your comments. Let us know what you think. Thank you for joining us on this segment of Trending Topics.